Hello everybody, welcome back to the United Way for our latest Manchester United transfer news. Kane wants United move. Onana to United could have happened. I suppose Jim Ratcliffe thinks he's losing battle. No excuse the sick face. We'd have to come back sometime. And today's today. Lots to talk about before we get stuck in. Don't know why it's blue, but hit that subscribe button, be much appreciated. Let us know your thoughts on the news. I'm gonna throw it up on the end of the screen there as well, actually. Hold on a sec. But yeah, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. Yesterday's news, this morning's news. I mean, it's funny because we put a bid in for Mason Mount earlier on today, and that got rejected. So yeah, what a surprise there! What a surprise there. But here's the first bit of news. I don't know why that keeps turning off. Harry Kane came out late last night, I think. Late last night. Chris Wheeler, who you could say is a reasonable journalist, you could say he's a reasonable journalist. You can go what you know best. Harry Kane. It's weird because I think we've lost interest in him. Like, that's the thing. Like, Manchester United have not lost, but have ended their interest in Harry Kane, and Harry Kane seems to want the move. Now listen, I'm sure Ten Hag has 3 strikers on his mind, and I'm sure if you had to rank those 3 strikers, Kane would be number 1, Osimhen would be number 2, and Højlund would be number 3. But he has to go he's not going for the first option because he's being let down. He's not going for the second option because he's being let down. He's going for, he might have to go for the third option, which, to be honest, Højlund seems like a good player. He's young, so you'd have him for a lot longer than you'd have Harry Kane for. But I would have liked an Osimhen. I would have liked Victor Osimhen, but he's worth too much. And 150 million for a striker, yeah, alright, he may have won a title with Napoli, but like, still, 150 million or so is ridiculous. 80 million for Højlund. Suppose nearly want 80 million. Went from 100 million, then 80 million, then back to 100 million. So I don't know how much we exactly want for him. So that's that. Then we have. I mean, we were looking at Kolo Muani. Let's see. We were looking at Kolo Muani once, and I think that's gone. To be fair, I could never see us getting Kolo Muani. Good option. He's fast as well. He's another good striker that you could throw in the mix. But I don't know, like Harry Kane, I think he offers you more goals. He's Premier League proven as well. He's Premier League proven. He'll want to beat that Alan Shearer record. He'll want to surpass that. So I'm sure if he wanted to leave Tottenham, he'd be looking to stay in the Premier League. But Daniel Levy is the problem, and he's always been the problem for. Man City wanted him. Man City wanted Harry Kane, and then I think they went to get Haaland a year later. So, but there's no one out there like Haaland. There's Højlund, but not Haaland. So, I'm definitely not jealous. I see you have Haaland, but anyways, I'll read it out there. Harry Kane still hopes Manchester United will resurrect their bid to sign him this summer if Tottenham chief Daniel Levy lowers his £100 million demand. So again, Harry Kane, I'm sure he wants to leave. I'm sure Harry Kane wants to leave. 100 million. I mean, we're not going to spend. We're not going to give. I don't think Manchester. Well, it's not that we Manchester United are known to overspend. We've done it in the past. We've done it to players that have been poor when they've came and joined us. So Harry Kane, like, if he was mid-20s, you'd say 100 million. Look what he's doing in the Premier League and that. Look what he's done with Tottenham. Hasn't won trophies with Tottenham, but goal scorers. Fair enough, but he's 29. Some could say he's still young. You could have him for about 3 or 4 years. But then I don't want us going into next season with Højlund and Martial. A striker who is injury prone in Martial, and a striker who I don't think he'd hit the ground running. I just don't think he'd hit the ground running. Might be a good player for us, I hope, if we do get him. But in my opinion, I just cannot see. Hold on, let me just do this. I just don't like. I don't really want Højlund. Like, don't get wrong, I was actually thinking about it yesterday. Bit of a weird one. The way this transfer window is gone, with any signing that you bring in, be just finally we brought in somebody. I mean, look. I don't think we're gonna have as good of a summer we did last year. The Glazers are being nice. God, the Glazers are being nice, which doesn't happen often. So we got Malacia, Ericsson, Martinez, Anthony. Did I say Casemiro? You got Dubravka, if you want to throw him in there. On loan. What only got him for? What only had him for? We didn't have him for long. But yeah, we'll read through more anyways. Just a bit more news. Manchester United have ended their interest in Harry Kane for now and moved on to more attainable targets like Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund. A price closer to 80 million could tempt Manchester United back to the negotiating table. However, with the manager Erik ten Hag preferring to sign a striker with a proven track record in the Premier League. So there you have it. Ten Hag wants to sign a striker who is Premier League proven. He'd prefer to sign a striker who's Premier League proven, And Harry Kane is, as obviously, our man. Harry Kane's your man, Premier League proven. But 100 million, is he worth 100 million? Jesus. Is Harry Kane worth? This keeps coming off, I swear to God. Fuck that, I'm not even going to bother fixing it. Because it's going to piss me off. Is Harry Kane worth 100 million? I don't think so. I don't think so, to be fair. I feel like I don't even think he'll do well. He will do well, but I just don't feel like if Ten Hag wants me Mount, ridiculous if you get Mason Mount, but anyways, I don't want them. Not for 60, 70, 80 million. 50 is even too high for me, but I'm not the manager. So yeah, like 50 million. 50. I'm talking about Mason Mount. 80 million would be decent for Harry Kane. We've always said that. And I said, I'm sure if Ten Hag had 250 million to spend, we'd probably get Harry Kane for 100 million. Would it be worth it? I don't know. The fans would be mixed, but I just don't feel like it's not that we could overpay. We can't. We like Manchester United physically cannot. They can't. Am I on the right one? Yeah, right. They cannot. Supposedly Ten Hag has 115 million to spend in this transfer window. Which you could say is a bit ridiculous with what he done for us. I know, like, you think finishing in top four, third place, or you don't get much money for winning a Carabao Cup, FA Cup runners up. Same with that. Like we got rid of who was it? Zidane Iqbal for what was it? 1 million. Ridiculous in my opinion. I actually like because I liked Zidane Iqbal in pre-season. Even Charlie Savage I thought had a good pre-season. Obviously they're two players that we're never gonna, walk into the first team just like that. But still a few loan deals, give them more. Send them on a 2-year loan. We could have just done that with Zidane Iqbal. Send them on a 2-year loan somewhere. Obviously last summer, like obviously not now because it's too fucking late now. But still, I just feel like we're being a bit clumsy now with what we're doing. And I just hope that if we are going to get Harry Kane, we don't overpay. Same with Mason Mount and even Onana, who we're looking at. We'll move into that in a sec. So, Chris Wheeler again. How many actually players? There's a post and I want to read it up. I want to get it up, sorry. There's a post. It's on Twitter. I can't find it now. It's like the players that we've sold. We've only made. Dan James has probably been the only big profit we've made. £25 million. So that's even that's ridiculous in my opinion. But anyways, the increasingly likely scenario that goalkeeper David De Gea will leave as a free agent next week means Ten Hag might also be in the market for a new number one. Man United are definitely interested in Andre Onana. Inter are waiting to see if United follow up their interest with talks or an offer. Now the problem is Manchester United, and we know they do a lot of monitoring. They monitor. I don't know what it is. We monitor players. Like I don't know. Give me a player. Declan Rice, for example, or Lavia. We go in. We go in and we're gonna monitor Declan Rice or Lavia. Then Arsenal come in, give them what they want. Deals done in less than 2 days, 3 days max to get the deal done. We monitor players. We go and have a cup of tea with the players. We go on holidays. Then we come back and then we don't hear from them for about a week or so. I still don't get why Ten Hag wants Mason Mount, but we'll move on to that in a few. And you look at Rabiot. Like Rabiot, I didn't want him last summer. Wouldn't want them again this summer. But again, desperate times, desperate measures. I mean, this is like, think of this for our midfield. Rabiot, Casemiro, and Bruno. On paper, it might sound rubbish. On the field, it is. You might as well. Why are we getting Rabiot? Free agent as well. We're getting Rabiot. Ten Hag has again. He's not getting the backing. This is the problem. And you look at De Gea. We're gonna he's gonna be gone, which some people are being a bit critical over the head. No, sorry, not critical. Mean. Yeah, right. He's had blunders at his time at the club. Oh, I'm not gonna ignore that. There's been times where he's pissed us all off, and if he leaves, I wish him the best of luck. I always liked the hair, because he's a bit of not an oldie, but he's been there since Fergie, like that. He's been at the club a while. Would you classify him as a club legend? You could. I mean, he's had his good and bad days. Like, I mean, it's like you look at Joe Hart, for example, when he was at Man City. He was gone. I think when was it Pep came in, and then look at that. So you have to look at it in two ways. And I think Onana would be a good replacement. I mean, I prefer Diogo Costa, the Porto goalkeeper. I prefer him over Onana. But again, back to it. Ten Hag is buying players he knows, and Onana is a keeper he knows because he was his goalkeeper at Ajax, especially in that good season. I think it was the good season where he made it to the Champions League semi-finals. So that's that. And then, like, David Raya, I want them, especially for 40 million. I mean, if this is a keeper we're going to buy to replace the hair, sure, you might as well keep the hair. I think Onana and Diogo Costa would be the two I would prefer. I mean, I know it's only one game, but I watched him in the Champions League final against Man City, and I thought he was good. They lost, obviously, but like I thought it was decent enough. Like, and listen, it's probably been a new striker has probably been due. Like Manchester United getting a new striker, that's been due a long time. A new goalkeeper has been due a long time. I think last season, like, I mean, you look at every summer transfer window. Like last summer was we need a defensive midfielder. We got one. Then I remember Fabrizio Romano coming out and saying Manchester United are going to sign a striker this summer 100%. This was last summer. We didn't get a striker. We got a striker in January who was Wakehorse, and look at that. So when you have all these journalists coming out and saying, "Oh, Manchester United are going to get a striker 100%," blah 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 blah. I mean, if we don't get a striker by the end of this summer, but if before pre-season, it's ridiculous. Like, you cannot bring in a Ramses Highland, for example, and expect him to hit the ground running when his first game is against Wolves. Like, Harry Kane wouldn't be too bad, but still, you'd want to settle in. Like, whichever striker we get, you have to get them before the pre-season tour, because they're not going to settle in. Like, they're not before a few days before you play Wolves. Right, there you go. Your first game's against Wolves. You've barely got any time to play matches, but here you go. It's like when you look at Casemiro and Martinez, especially Martinez. He came in near the end of the tour. Had a bit of a patchy start to the season, and obviously then he eventually got match fit and had a brilliant season. Casemiro eased his way in. Brilliant player, obviously, when he did come in. Who else is there? Like Sabitzer. I know it's only a loan deal, but even at that, it's hard to settle into a team when you barely got any game to play. Like, training sessions, doesn't do it for me. You have to have, like, that's the reason why we have pre-season tours as well. Obviously, it's for the players to get ready for a new season and the manager to read out what he like and that. But still, you have to look at it. You cannot be, you cannot just go in and do all this stuff. Like, I mean, I think Malacia was the only player we had on pre-season last year, wasn't it? Malacia, Ericsson, but they came in near the end as well. Yeah, they came in near the end as well. I think Martinez, he was there for the game against Rayo Vallecano, I think think that was his pre-season game. Maybe he had 1 or 2 pre-season games in him, but that's not enough. You have to have the full pre-season to get stuck into it. And a striker, definitely. And Harry Kane, if you signed him near the end of a transfer window, alright, fair enough. You know, he'd settle in quicker, but if a Ramses Højlund or Victor Osimhen is not going to settle in like a Harry Kane is. But Andre Onana, the goalkeeper as well. If you want a goalkeeper, bring him in, get him used to this style of play. Not just throwing him in against Wolves. You know, he can keep a clean sheet against Wolves, and he can go play Tottenham. Then he could be, you know, not poor, could have a howler because he doesn't know what the manager wants from him in his first game. At least in a pre-season game, if you make a mistake, it's a mistake. You know, you can work on it. But yeah, bit of news, bit of ownership news. I promised I wasn't going to talk about ownership news today, but here we are. So, again, I'm not sure how reliable this journalist is, but it has Nice within, and Nice is the team Ratcliffe owns, I think. Soldier and Ratcliffe's side are now less confident of securing the takeover of Man United. Happy days. I mean, listen, you can think of this in 2 ways as well. You know, is he just saying that so then good old Sheikh Jassim can walk in and say, oh yeah, I'm in the clear, and then next fall Ratcliffe comes in, boom. So that's what you have to forget. You know, there's a lot of mind games where Sheikh Jassim having a take it or leave it offer, and he's still around. That was 2. I think that was 2 offers ago. Actually, this might be his last take it or leave offer as well. Now we'll find out on Tuesday. Stick around. We have a big guest coming on Tuesday. Tell you now, that's where the United will rise. But anyways, listen, I don't want Ratcliffe. I want Qatar. How can I sit here and say I want Qatar? I'd only be lying just if I said I wanted Qatar, to be brutally honest with you. You know, but Harry Kane, what are you going with Harry Kane? Jim Ratcliffe, like, he's probably going to fight until the end. You know, they're less confident, but that's not saying they're not going to try. You know, I mean, it's not saying that they're not going to try. It really isn't. But I'm more than happy with that. But I feel like, you know, you might get some mad news now coming up fairly soon. You know, Ratcliffe, like 1 minute he was in pole position, next minute it's Qatar, next minute it's Ratcliffe, next minute it's Sheikh Jassim. You know, you know, it is interesting, but I feel like Sheikh Jassim is in pole position now, but he wasn't a few weeks ago. But yeah, we like turn back on. Yeah, I already spoke about that. Bit of Declan Rice news. Go about it as you know, believe it as you will, because you know it's hard to know what to believe. Can I just do this? Yeah. What's up, Brian? How's things, mate? Hope you're well. I have a cold, so excuse the sick face. Hope you're doing well anyway, bud. But yeah. Only another comment I think in there. Hasn't came up on StreamYard. I can see on YouTube but not StreamYard. Hijack the Rice deal. Come on. Hey, you never know. I don't think we'll get Declan Rice. I personally, I don't think we're going to get Declan Rice. I'd like him. I'd love Declan Rice at Manchester United. As much as I'm an Ireland fan, and you know he might have betrayed us. You know, I'll forgive him if he comes to Manchester United. It will serve Arsenal right for messing around. Well, you know, there you have it. Do you know what I mean? This, you know, you're going to get a lot of these high deals being hijacked. Do you know what I mean? It's like when we wanted to get Cody Gakpo from PSV, and we didn't get him. Obviously, we didn't get him. We didn't get him. Simple as. Will you be going to the United friendly game in Ireland? Yeah. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we have new owners then, though. It'd be nice if we just had new owners then. But yeah, I will be going. I wasn't going to say it yet, but what's the point of keeping it a secret? I will be going to that game, though. I'm really looking forward to it. There'll be a lot of photos and content that day, actually. I was thinking of doing a match day vlog, but I don't know. Maybe I want to enjoy the moment. But I will be going to it. Are you going to any games, Ryan? Any pre-season games or anything like that? But I will make up for it. I'll have a bit of content. Take a few videos and stuff like that. I don't think I'll be able to meet Ten Hag because I'm higher levels, so I apologise for that one. But yeah, but back to this ownership news. Transfer news. Manchester United considering rivaling Arsenal's move for Declan Rice. We're proposing a player plus cash deal that could involve Harry Maguire or Scott McTominay. West Ham are interested in Scott McTominay, who is among their players up for sale. Dev Moyes is also a huge admirer of Harry Maguire. So West Ham want 110, 120 million for Declan Rice. Harry Maguire. Throw Maguire and McTominay in. That won't happen. Throw one of them in, and I bloody lie. Throw one of them in, and I tell you now, we could get Declan Rice. Give them. No, we're going to get Mason Mount. Here's a question: Mason Mount or Declan Rice? Who do you want? I think we're going to get Mason Mount. I don't want them, but who do you want? Let us know. Unfortunately, not local to me unless they do a home game friendly. I think that's the last pre-season game or friendly game, whatever way we want to call it, of the team. But it's mad because that's a week before the season starts. Like, I can't wait for the season to start. I actually can't wait for pre-season to start. I mean, it kicks off in less than a month, which is mad to believe. But yeah, I keep everyone up to date anyways. 1,000%, not even 100%, 1,000% Rice. 1,000%. Which, to be honest, I would prefer Rice over Mason Mount. I don't know why we're getting a player in Mason Mount who literally plays in the same position as Bruno. Maybe he can play a bit deeper, but and he might work. Ten Hag, I'll back. Instead of Ten Hag wants some, I'll back Ten Hag. Obviously, I'll always back Ten Hag, but I prefer Declan Rice. I would. I really would. But probably won't get him. I still just get that sick feeling that light keeps turning off. If that light turns off, my God, Jesus. Mount bid being rejected, so Chelsea playing hard to get. Oh, for God's sake. I've seen that. And he actually had to remind me as well, actually. I appreciate that. Actually, I can put it up on the screen now. I was meant to do that. Literally before we went live, I was meant to do that. Yeah, I suppose they want 65 million from. They've been nice enough to drop the 65 million deal. 65 million pound. I mean, do you know what? I don't want them. I think we should. Honestly, I think that we should walk away. I think that we should just walk away from this. Walk away. Like, Mason Mount probably would like to move to Manchester United. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. I don't know. But why? I mean, again, Todd Bowley and Daniel Levy. Like, I swear to God, it's mental. So Chelsea reject. David Ornstein put something up as well, but it was obviously rejected. So We'll ignore that. Chelsea reject second bid for Manchester United for Mason Mount. Offer worth £50 million, which was 45 million guaranteed plus £5 million in add-ons. I mean, I don't know why we haven't just said, listen, lads, thank you for that. We appreciate you playing with us, but like, I just don't feel like he's worth it. I mean, does anyone feel like Mason Mount is worth £65 million? £55 million for you at that. I mean, that's 45 million. You know what? Ryan said there has to be a point if a deal isn't done that you have to walk. Oh, listen, I'm sure you're a Manchester United fan, or maybe you're not, but you don't even have to be a Manchester United fan to even know this. We don't walk away from deals. We don't walk away from deals. Like, we are the worst. We have the worst negotiating team in the world. That's being brutally honest. We have the worst negotiating team in the world. He is not worth that crazy money, or this crazy money. No, he's not. No way he's not. He's not worth. I thought 40 million, 45 million would be a reasonable price for Mason Mount. Now they wanted 80 million, but then they've dropped it to. Then Chelsea, I thought, it'll be nice. And now they want 65 million for him. Like, I don't know if we should even pay. If we not walk away, like, we want them, but we're not walking away. Manchester United clearly want Mount, but have a valuation they are likely to go beyond. Negotiations are expected to continue. But then there's ridiculous wages he wants to. Yeah, he'll want what, 200, 300 more. Yeah, good luck. Like, can we not just walk away? I mean, has Casado went anywhere yet? Supposing he was meant to be Arsenal or some sort. I think it was Arsenal. Yeah, well, see, he got Kovacic. See, he got Kovacic for dirt cheap, didn't he? Was it 25, 30 million pounds, something mad like that? Not even mad, that's bargain. If you go for Casado or Declan Rice, you might as well go for Declan Rice. like we might as well just get a striker. But then, you know what I can see us happening? I can see us getting a goalkeeper. I can see us getting Mount. I still feel like we're going to get Mason Mount, as much as I hate to say it. I don't want them. I never have wanted them. I never did. When I found out we were interested in them, I hope it was fake news, but unfortunately it wasn't, because it was coming from a reliable source, and then it's been going on and on and on and on. But like the ownership news, isn't it? Going on and on and on and on. I'm going to fit. Like, United is rubbish. I'm going to have to get you, like. Yes, just messing about with me now. It is an interesting one. It really, really is an interesting bid. Interesting saga. A saga, see? Put a saga. A transfer saga and Mason Mount a transfer saga. Ownership saga, Mason Mount saga. Everything saga. I just find it hard to believe Eric Ten Hag wants some same. Then Eric Ten Hag, like, I mean, like, you look at Malacia. We needed a left back last year. Let's be brutally honest. We needed a defender. Got a defender. We needed a midfielder. Got a midfielder. You could say we needed a right winger, or maybe you don't, but we got a right winger. We didn't get a goalkeeper, we didn't get a striker, and at the time we told them, no, we need a left winger, not a right winger. We got a left winger, a right winger. A left-footed right winger. sometimes it's nice to have a right foot with right winger as well, and a left foot with left winger and all that. Anyways, I mean, you have Gravenberch, Casado. Yeah, Casado I think it is well. I like Casado. I mean, if we get rid of McTominay and Fred, if Fred goes to Fulham and McTominay goes to Newcastle or West Ham or whoever it may be, even if he goes, like, I just think it's ridiculous. I really do. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that Ten Hag wants him. But Ten Hag, I back Ten Hag. I back Ten Hag. I really do. I back Ten Hag and who he wants. But I hope Mason Mount proves me wrong if we do sign him. But I just don't want him. I don't think he'd do well for us. I feel like he'd be. I just don't think. I couldn't imagine him just hitting the ground running. But if we are going to sign him now. Like, jeez. I was tempted to go to that game in Edinburgh against Leon. It's quite far though. Where are you from? You from England, yeah? Well, I guess you're from England now. I'm actually. It's weird because I'm going away, and Manchester United is playing in Edinburgh 2 days before I go away. But in Scotland, where I'm going, only for a few days, I'll just move. But will we do a home friendly game, mate? I don't imagine so. I don't imagine so. I don't imagine we'll do a game in Manchester, in Old Trafford, because if you look at it, I got it up on the screen here. Stick around. If you look at it, I'll get it up because I actually forget what pre-season games we have. Let me get it up. I'll read the comments now. Down. There we go now. So here, listen, we could play a friendly game on Old Trafford, but I can't imagine so. So can anyone see that? Yeah. Hold on a sec. Let me move this now. Sorry. So there's our games. There's our pre-season games. So we have Leeds on the 12th of July. The tour. Obviously, the tour fixtures is Arsenal on the. I thought we were playing on the 12th. Oh yeah, we are. Sorry. There may be a chance that we could, but I doubt it because after that pre-season game in Dublin is done, it'll be back to basics. Back to be focused on Premier League football. Because I think if I remember last year, our last friendly was in Old Trafford a week or two. It was a week before the season started in Old Trafford against Rayo Vallecano. But yeah, there's our tour fixtures. Play Arsenal on the 22nd of July. Then we play Wrexham. I'm actually looking forward to that Wrexham game on the 25th. Then we play Real Madrid on the 26th. But you could imagine that change. We might play on the 28th, 27th. Then we play Borussia Dortmund on the 30th of July. But then the pre-season friendlies is against Leeds at Oslo, Olympiacos Lyonnais in Edinburgh, and then also we play Atletico Bilbao on the 6th of August in Dublin. A lot of pre-season games, isn't there? Hold on, let me read that out. the 12th of July. Then we play Olympiac on the 22nd. Yeah, I might do a watch along for the game against Leeds, Lyon, and Arsenal because I'll be away for these three. And obviously I'm going to that one in Dublin. So I'm from Huddersfield in England, so I'm close to Manchester. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I see what you mean. There may be a scope to do a friendly on the 7th to the 8th of August. Oh yeah, you missed Dublin. Yeah, yes. Yeah, not a chance, not a chance, not a chance, not a chance. Bit of a shame for some, you know what I mean? But I hope to get to a few home matches next season, fingers crossed. Listen, I know for a fact if we get new owners, this keeps going down any time. Right, I'll leave on that. If I might try and go take a match at Old Trafford next season, but I'm looking forward. I mean, it'll be weird seeing Manchester United in the flesh again because I was over there last season, yeah, and it was an interesting. I was at the tour as well, the stadium tour, sorry. But yeah, hopefully by the next time at Old Trafford, we have new owners, bigger and better players, and we're in a better place because we need new owners, we need new players. I have my membership, so I will get priority. What membership? Star membership? Just goes to show. I don't really take much interest. We don't really take much interest, you know what I mean? I actually don't. Where? If we make it to Manchester, let me know. Maybe good to meet up. Yeah, I'll see. Anyways, I'll see. You know, because like the fixtures are out, but the tickets aren't, and you know, I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. See what happens at that stage because I hope to get to Old Trafford next season. It's not definite, but what is our membership? I don't even know. I see a membership on the app, but like I'm not even gonna bother. It's probably given the. But we're a bit of luck to be having new owners by August, because if we don't, 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 I might cry. Personally. But yeah. What was I meant to say? What was I meant to say? Oh yeah. Might be back later on tonight or tomorrow with more news. Depends what happens. Depends what happens. And then Friday we'll be back. And then Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a few pre-recorded videos now, since the transfer window is really underway now. Yeah, a lot of contents. Monday obviously. So we have contents tomorrow, Friday, maybe Saturday or Sunday, depends. Then Monday, and then Tuesday. Tuesday's the big one. I'm not gonna say who it is. Not gonna say why it is, but Tuesday's a big one. It's not me. Well, I'll be there, but it's not me. That'll be in your faces time. I'll be obviously on the show, but there's a big show coming up on Tuesday. Like this, I think this is the biggest one yet. It's a guest, but I'm not gonna say who. It's a big one. You know, we've had Jamie Jackson on, we've had Ben Jacobs on. You know, even though this guest is coming on, I'm still getting more and more people coming on. You know, get the grows the channel. People get interested. You get a few shows that go well, so you can grow from that. So yeah, it is gonna be an interesting one as well. Me and Michael might be on it as well. But listen, it's interesting. I'm not gonna spill the beans until Monday. Because I want to keep it a secret. I want to, you know. So stick around. But this is big. I can't wait. I mean, I only organised it earlier on today, so. Says, yeah, no, it's big. It is big. It is a big. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. You know, the content's getting bigger and better. We're getting better. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Like, comment, hit that subscribe button, follow our social links in the description as well. Our website is being done up. I want to do a thing where, you know, if you just ever want to come on a show or some sort, you can go and do it. But I'm trying to come up with something like that. Again, if you ever want to come on a show, DM us on Instagram, email us, do whatever, you know. We do get back. We do get back. But I'm trying to sort a few things as well. So by the time the Premier League starts, you know, we'll have everything be a lot better. Like, you know, graphics and stuff like that. Like, I work my ass off. And so do the rest of the lads as well. Can't take it away from them. You know, I mean, they do as well. Sound lads, I mean, we're only young, and we have a YouTube channel that, you know, it's not on the thousands yet, but it's doing fairly well. It's doing fairly well. As well, Ron says, I would love to come on at some point. Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll organise it. That's what I'm trying to come up with, stuff like that as well, so we can organise it. And it'd be nice to get people on as well. But yeah, if anyone could please like the stream, comment, let us know your thoughts on the news, and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll speak to you all in a bit. Let me make sure there's no more comments before I go. Yeah, thanks for watching. Nice to be back. Speak to you all in a bit. Peace.